Good morning, children. I will continue my lesson, The First Cities. After the Battle of Kalinga, Ashoka found comfort in the teachings of the Buddha and began to practice ahimsa. He gave up warfare and hunting. He became a vegetarian and stopped the killing of animals for food, sport and sacrifice in his kingdom. He built stupas and viharas across the country and travelled far and wide to spread the message of Buddhism. He also sent emissaries means messengers, to far off places like Sri Lanka to spread the ideas of Buddhism. The third Buddhist council was held at his capital Pataliputra. Though Ashoka was a staunch follower of Buddhism, he encouraged the people of his empire to practice their own religions. Next important one is Ashoka's Dhamma. Ashoka devoted the rest of his life to preaching and practicing Dhamma. Dhamma is a Prakrit word meaning religious duty. As a king, he believed that it was the duty to take care of his subjects like father takes care of his children. So he began Dhammavijaya instead of Digvijaya. Dhammavijaya means conquest through Dhamma. Digvijaya means conquest through warfare. So he began Dhammavijaya instead of Digvijaya. Ashoka travelled all over the country to see for himself the living conditions of the people. He built roads, planted shady trees along them, dug wells and built rest houses and hospitals for people and animals. He also appointed special officers called Dhamma Mahamatyas to spread the message of Dhamma throughout the empire. He asked his governors to be kind and not to be impatient or violent with the people. For these reasons, Ashoka is regarded by many as one of the greatest kings who ruled over India. To spread his Dhamma across his vast empire, Ashoka had his edicts carved on stone pillars and rocks. Edicts means messages and laws. And he also placed edicts in every corner of the empire. The edicts asked the people to be kind, truthful and gentle. Administration under the Mauryas. Chanakya's Arthashastra is a rich source of information on the economics, politics and administration of the Mauryan Empire. It discusses in detail the duties and responsibilities of the king, rules of taxation, the laws for governing society and the role of spies among other kings. We know from the Arthashastra that the Mauryan Empire was divided into provinces, each under a prince or a member of the royal family. Officers called Mahamatyas and a council of ministers assisted these princes. The provinces were divided into districts and were administered by governors. The districts were further subdivided into villages. There were officers appointed at all levels who ensured that people paid taxes and abided by the law. The empire had a large army consisting of elephants, horses and foot soldiers to protect the empire and ensure peace and stability. Next one is decline of the Mauryan Empire. After the death of Ashoka in 232 BCE, the Mauryan Empire declined rapidly. Some of the reasons were the kings who succeeded Ashoka were weak and unable to hold the vast empire together. As the administration broke down, communication with the distant parts of the empire became difficult. The policies of ahimsa and Dhammavijaya followed by Ashoka weakened the army. The Brahmins were unhappy as Ashoka promoted Buddhism and prohibited animal sacrifice. Finally, in 185 BCE, Pushyamitra Shunga, who was a general in the Mauryan army, killed Brihadrada, the last Mauryan emperor, and founded the Shunga dynasty. Thank you, children.